At this time of year, I always enjoy welcoming one of my favourite regular guests for a chat. Olga Barry is the Festival Director of Kilkenny Arts, and she puts together a formidable programme of magical cultural events. However, as you may know, Olga has been unwell. So today I'm very grateful to Marjie Kaley, who is the festival producer, and she has stepped in to let us know exactly what is happening at Kilkenny this year. Marjie, welcome to Oboe Windfree. Just before we get going on what's coming up at the festival, I'm imagining Olga's shoes are quite big ones to fill. So what's it been like putting all this together for 2023?
Well, in fairness, there's absolutely no filling Olga's shoes. I don't think anyone should even try. But like getting it together was, it was tough, but so many people came out of the woodwork to help us. You know, we were getting calls every day. People were knocking on our door to try and help. What can I do? You know, she's one of the most loved people in the arts, so everyone was willing to do their bit to help us. So yeah, we're so grateful for the support, and we couldn't have done it without so many people.
How is she doing, by the way?
She's well on the road to recovery. She's doing so much better. We're chatting away on the phone, and she really is. She's just cheering us on from the sidelines, and we can't wait to have her back.
Yeah, I bet she's dying to get back as well. So I'm always really excited to hear about the incredible range of events going on in Kilkenny every year. It's this kind of melting pot of creativity. And I'm wondering, can you tell me some of the things that you're most looking forward to this year?
It's so broad and varied. It's always hard because we touch on so many different art forms. It's so hard to pick your favorites. I suppose two of our big installations this year, which I'm particularly excited about because we've been doing so much work on them for months, is we have a really special edition of Light Up the Castle, which is like an audio-visual installation projected onto the walls of Kilkenny Castle for the first weekend at night time. So it's like the whole audience gather in the Rose Garden for this 20-minute piece when night falls. It's just going to be really, really beautiful. We also have the Irish premiere of a new luminarium, which is basically, it's like this giant inflatable maze filled with sound and colour and light that's going to be placed in the Castle Park for the duration of the festival. So that's just going to be, it's going to be such a peaceful place to kind of escape the madness of the festival. So really excited for that. We have theatre, as usual. We have two amazing local companies putting on really unique, immersive, site-specific pieces. We're building a gallery to house the amazing Deirdre Frost, a painter from Cork, who's doing an exhibition of new work in our gallery. We have literary events, including we're doing some readings and talks and discussions about Seamus Heaney's translations. And yeah, as Seamus Heaney was actually at our very first festival back in 1974, so there's kind of some Heaney themes throughout the festival. And as per usual, our music programme is chock-a-block. And I'm very much a music person, so I can't even begin to deep dive into how excited I am about our music programme. But we do have the amazing Umu Sangari coming from Mali with her 7-piece band in the cathedral on the first weekend. We have Crash Ensemble coming to do a residency, and of course we have the brilliant ICO coming to do 2 concerts.
Well, exactly. Now, we are really excited. It's very much part of our artistic year in the Irish Chamber Orchestra, and it's a very special thing to be at Kilkenny because we often get to play new music, and this year it's no exception, as there is a new commission by Phil Selway. I'm wondering, what do you know about this music? And could you, I don't know, it's a new piece, but can you describe anything about it and how it comes to be part of the Kilkenny Arts Festival?
Yeah, so Phil Selway he's the drummer of Radiohead, and all of the members of Radiohead have gone off and done their solo projects outside of Radiohead. So Phil Selway wrote this album recently called Strange Dance. It's a beautiful album. And basically how it came about to be at the festival was our wonderful friend and curator Gary Keogh from Roller Coaster Records was in his back garden cutting his hedge, and his neighbour is married to Charlie Myatt from 13 Artists, who works with Phil Selway. And Gary was just there chopping his hedge and randomly was like, oh, and how's Phil's new album going? And they started chatting about music and about Phil, and Gary just said, would Phil like to come and be part of Kilkenny Arts Festival? And so then Gary got onto Olga and Gary chatted, then Olga and Phil started talking. And I think a big part of Strange Dance is the orchestration and the strings on it. So Olga was like, you know, you're coming to perform at Kilkenny Arts Festival. How about we try and make the orchestration happen as well? And then that just kind of snowballed, and who would be better to approach than our orchestra in residence, ICO. So yeah, I think it's going to be a really special gig.
Absolutely, that sounds really, really exciting. And I love this way that it this kind of germinating kind of idea, one thing leads to the next, and before you know it, we've got a concert programme. It's really, really exciting. And of course, our second concert is the one that I'm in. So the highlight of Kilkenny 2023. There's another new commission, Mendelssohn Violin Concerto, Beethoven Fifth Symphony and Thomas Zettmeyer. What is not to like? I wonder, what does it mean to Kilkenny Arts to have such a close relationship with the ICO?
I mean, our relationship literally goes back 50 years. You know, the ICO were here in 1974 at the very first edition of our festival. I think the first piece was Mozart's Symphony No. 17. So that was the very first thing ICO did at our very first festival. So that's really special to us. And the ICO they've been our orchestra in residence since 2016 and have played over so many of the years since then. But I mean, Kilkenny and ICO have worked on so many projects together. One that was particularly incredible was Roisin Reimagined, which got its first premiere in real life last year with Muireann de Cowliffe. And that was just, you know, it's so special to be able to work on things that break boundaries. You know, that was breaking the boundaries between traditional and classical. And again, this year's concert, I mean, you know, it's bringing together the old and the new. You know, there's a performance of Linda Buckley's new piece, this young Cork composer, and then there's Beethoven's Fifth, which is obviously iconic and centuries old. So again, it's such a pleasure to be able to work with such talented musicians, such an amazing organisation to bring audiences of Kilkenny this music.
Marjie, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. I really appreciate it. Good luck with the festival, and I will see you in Kilkenny.